This is Professor Hairbrain, Flea Brain, Pea Brain. Have a bit of a talk about cleaning up your cons. Now, the idea of cleaning up is to get the gold out of this bucket and into another bucket. Yeah, I know it's windy. It's always windy. My life is windy. Have the gold in another bucket and everything not gold in this bucket. So you either take out the gold and place it there, or leave the gold and take out the not gold and place it there. So you separate the two. One way that can help is we all know about this, whether we do it or not. What we do is filter it down, sieve it down into, or classify it down into its own granular sizes. So you might classify that down to say 20 minus, and then the 20 plus you pan it. Then you might do a 30, pan the 30 granules, the 30 minus granules. But eventually you're going to come down to 50, the 50 minus, and it's just like 95% black sand, and it's very, very difficult. So that granular thing, I don't know about that. Just an extra step for no reason. There will be a reason, but I don't bother with that. So, okay, what else can we do? We can do the magnet trick. Get a magnet, one of those neodyne things. Who knows about them? Or you get any magnet, but you can at least get rid of all the iron and iron oxides and whatever you got there, mineralized iron and all that. So they can come out and you can place it over there, but you still, which is a good idea. That's a good idea. So then you'll get rid of most of the iron. All the iron will be over there. The gold will continue to be here with the lighter sands. Am I pointing the right way? So then what you've now done, because right now I've got 0.1% of this cons is gold. By doing the magnet trick, I don't know how much it will drop down, but I don't know. So let's say it goes from 0.1% to 1% gold, and most of half this shit will be over there, iron. Then I've only got rocks and sand and this and that, and gold. So you could do that, but let's just pretend we don't have a magnet, or that our black sand is that mineralized tin, whatever, and it's non-magnetic. And same with the classifying thing. Supposing we don't have a 30, a 40, a 50, a 100. Supposing we don't have that, we just got nothing. We've just got a bucket of cons. So people say, oh, what you need is a clean-up sluice. And oh yeah, what's a clean-up sluice? Oh, it's like a small recycling thing. So what they do, they think because it's small, it's going to be a clean-up sluice. It's not about being small. Look, people will get piece of plastic, this bloody stuff here, Oh, that would be good for a clean-up sluice. Here's me tape measure. That's on 100 mil, 4-inch wide. So what they'll do, they'll get a bit of V-rib, slap it in there, and then put it on an angle, and a pumping, and that. The thing is, supposing you do that, well, that of course it's going to capture more heavies, and hopefully it will knock the percentage of gold of what I've got there is 0.1% gold. It will capture all the heavies and maybe get you to 1% again. But you want 100% gold and 0% cons. If you do this business here, like, it's better than nothing. You do this business here and you get your V-rib. Oh, well, this is some sort of a V-rib here. So you got that in there and you're flowing it down. The thing, these will just fill up with stuff. Oh, let's get out of the wind. We'll just fill up with stuff. Like a meter, right? Yeah. I got a meter of this stuff. So that means I'm going to have a meter of this V-rib all along there, 4 inches wide. Now, what's going to happen? The material is going to run down there, and it's going to fill up these gaps. So we're going to have material, whether it be blondes, black sands, or gold. It's still going to be full of stuff, and the way it will drop out is the heavies are up here. Heavies, lights. Like what happens with the lights here, I think the heavies push them further down, and so what will tend to happen, you'll have the heavies here and gold and lights here, but still you're still going to have plenty of stuff left. You still haven't got 100% gold or 0% not gold. The way what you can do then, okay, let's increase the angle. So what happens when you increase the angle? The capture zone, which is the gap, like say this is a magnified this is a magnified version of each rib. So now I can fit this much material in there, a large amount. But if I tip the sluice steeper, what happens now? This U-shaped channels everywhere becomes like that now. So the horizontal level is here. Now I can't explain it, but you tip it, each channel now only can fit half the amount as before. But there is the opportunity for the gold to piss off, or any material to. It might say, oh shit, I don't want to stay in there, I can go. Gravity made me go. And you lost a lot. So you can't go too steep. If you go too flat, you catch too much material. You go too steep, you pretty much lost a lot, except the gold. So any gold you do catch is going to be up here. Why have it 9 miles long? If all the gold is here, 100%, say 90% of the gold is here, and an equal amount of black sand. but over here is all black sand. So now I've got I put all that back in a thing to see what I've caught. I will have a ratio of gold, maybe say 10% gold and 90% black sand. Like, wow, that it helped, but I want pure gold. What do? This is a nonsense. Cut it here. There's no gold there, very little. If gold got down there, it might as well just keep on going. So have a short clean-up sluice. You can experiment, right? You can't lose the gold because you're at home. Who doesn't want to experiment? Don't watch. You can look away now. But that's why I have such a small sluice. People laugh at me. He's losing gold. He's losing. Yeah, okay, I probably am. But at home, a short sluice is a wonderful idea. Anyway, I'm going to show you my cleanup. Look, this is from yesterday. I went out yesterday. This is what I brought home. This is how does an eating spoon look. Oh shit! Where are we? It's 40 mil. That's 1.5 inches wide, and about 60, 2.5 that way. So it's quite a good sized spoon. And in height, it's whatever it is. So anyway, I'm going to see how many eating spoons we've got here. One, they call that a rounded spoon. One rounded eating spoon. Oh fuck, two rounded. Three, four. Four rounded, four heaped or rounded eating spoons of dried out cons. This is the setup I run at the creek. Everything the same, the water the same, the angle's the same, the mat's the same, everything's the same. I'm going to run this. I'm going to add a little bit of water to that. I like it moist. I can't get it away. Here we go. I put water in there to make it so it's not hydrophobic. It's got a nice coating of water over all the material. And I'm just going to put a half a teaspoon, if you can see that. I'm going to pump in half a teaspoon or a teaspoon in my sluice on what I use at the creek. Yeah. And when I'm done, we look what got away and what didn't get away. If you like panning all day for hours and hours, just slowly pan it, this and that, teaspoon at a time, whatever. But if you want to, I know it's windy, if you want to enjoyment, you do something else. Anyway, I'm going to run this and I'm going to show you what gets caught in the mat, and we'll see how many rounded spoons. I'll probably narrow it down to one spoon. I'll be back with something. I don't know why I didn't just show myself feeding it. It only took probably 1 minute to feed it in. But yeah, it's windy. I'll try here. What I've done, this is where the gold got caught and the material got caught and what got caught. And this is not about showing off how much gold. This is about how to clean up your cons. I'll show you. This is 200. Maybe it might be 300. I'm not quite sure now. Let's say it's 300 long. Oh shit! I got a tape measure. Yeah, I know it's windy. Damn. It's always windy when I do something at home. It's worse than Biggest Kev and his wind. Actually, it's 2:30. 230 mil, which in English for American people, 9 inches. I used it. Who doesn't know my stuff anyway? I use this at the creek, exactly this, to catch gold. Do I lose gold? Probably. Do I care? No. I mean, anyway, it's not about that. This is about clean up. I have gold. What? You won't be able to see this, but there's a piece right there. There's a piece right there. There. Good sized pieces. And then, like there, here, not much. Here one, here about 3 or 4. Few there, one there. Bit of a line along there, a line all along there, and a little bit there. A line there. My best piece all day is right there. A little piece there, bigger, couple there. The first one got nothing because water's slamming onto that. The second one's got just one tiny piece. That is also getting slammed by the water falling out of my hopper. And the third one has a few pieces in it. So the first 3 riffles don't do a lot. It's more the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe. But yeah, some got really low. And that's a bad thing. Yeah, if I'm catching gold here and here, that means I'm catching gold in the toilet as well. It has to be. So my setup is not ideal. But more I want to show you how much I've reduced that 4 eating spoons down to. And how much gold did I throw away? How much did I trade throwing it away? Although I didn't throw it away because it's still there. I still got it. But this is more fun than panning, like using a home sluice, clean-up sluice. More fun. Panning, eventually you get tired of it. What, 2 hours? Piss off. Or 1 hour even. So I turn this off. I got two buckets here. There's this one that catches the bigger rocks, and then I've got dust going down there. I'm going to backwash these and see how much gold I did lose, and I'll make a report. I will show you after I've done it. I won't do it in front of you because I'm going to cheat. No, because it will be boring. I'll be back with some cleanups of tailings. Over. Like as usual, this tape, I never thought it through. Like usually I don't give a stuff, but I was trying to make something useful here and I didn't figure it through, so I'm taking all day. I've got to just pan the whole lot by now, but I'm showing stuff that I don't need to show and not showing stuff that I should have showed. Anyway, look, I started off with 4 rounded eating spoons of material. I have now, I got less than 1 level, so that means I've knocked it down to at least, I say I got about 10%. I've knocked my cons down to 10%. The thing is, I don't think I lost 10% of my gold. I don't know yet. I'll check later. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this 10% through the sluice right now. I'm not going to show it, or I can. I can show it. It won't take long to show. It only takes a minute to run, especially not even, only a second. I put this here, so I've got half a level eating spoon of cons. I don't know if it's going to actually reduce. Putting that second time through. I check anyway. Put that there. Put this here. Water cage here. What's that jammed on now? Damn, that's it. That goes in there. Turn on the water. Ideally, after you've done that, I'm getting a headache. This GoPro nonsense is squashing my head in. The rubber mat too tight, the rubber strap. Anyway, look, we take this over here. This is an experiment for me. I just want to see how much of this gets caught. The full amount, or half, or what. So I'm very slowly gonna, well, not very slowly, whatever that was. So that's in. Turn it off. Spin off. Windy, I know. This shit out the way. One thing, let me get the water out, mate. One thing to notice, to observe is where the we saw this mat. I showed you the mat and where the gold was. So I got all that shit and ran it again. Now look where the gold landed. Who remembers? I was pointing out a lot got down there. There may be one there, but I don't know. But I would say the gold got caught more there, or it's gone down the toilet. I've got one there, a tiny one there. There's one piece there, but it's pretty much more up here. No, very little on the second, small amount on the third. The fourth's got bits and pieces. Fifth's got good amount. Six has got a long line. Seven's got a line. Eight's got half a line. So because I had less cons, the gold got caught earlier. Where did the gold get caught? Just after the riffle, not in front of the riffle. After them riffles. Yeah, nice. I don't know what to say more. I'm going to go put this in a pan. I'm not going to do this experiment anymore. It's nonsense. Who learned something? I'm happy for you. I learned jack shit. I learned stop making stupid tapes, idiot. That's what I learned. I think the sun got me today. I've been out in the backyard and the sun got me. And the sun got me, and I said, I'll make a stupid tape. So I did. Anyway, that's that. So a large spoon went through. Like I can't show you, but now a wasp comes. Fuck off, get out, idiot. Pretty much, I caught the same amount. I pretty much caught exactly what was in there. So it didn't knock it down. This is important. What this means is that if I had, which I did, 4 heaped eating spoons of material, whether I had 4 of them spoons in my cons or 104, this is how much I'm going to end up with, because the mat, the angle, and the water can only hold this much. Any more material that I put in will either go straight over and down the toilet, or it will exchange with what's already caught in there. But the total amount will be that. My mat is not an exchanging mat. So if you're going to use V-rib, it's not an exchanging mat. But what I'm getting it down to is the length of your clean-up sluice. Don't make it a metre long. You're just adding nonsense to it. All right, look, I'm going to put this back. I'm going to do something with that. I don't know what, but I'm going to run next my tailings. My tailings, they got away from this. I'll leave this here. I'll be back. I'm not going to show any more running. Yeah, I can. Not. Yeah, I can. No, I'll be back. Or not. I gotta kill myself. Over. This here is what. You remember that I ran the tailing. I ran the cons. I caught it. What I caught, and then I ran it. What I caught, the gold, the black and blondes, I ran it again. Remember just now. This is what got through the second time of that what I got caught, like that. So I reduced from that 100% what was in that map. Now I reduced that 100% down to about 75%. So like a poor return. Like the first time I ran all the cons, I reduced it down to from 100% cons down to 10% of that amount. This time I run it again, so it's not worth running it twice unless you're actually going to change something, the angle, make it steeper or increase the water, or just that's it, the best you can do, and then go pan it. I just want to see how much gold I did lose, if any, by reducing it a further 25% from 100%. Jesus, I'm going to confuse people. I'm confusing myself. I can see one piece. Ever such a tiny piece. Like, I could have panned that. Like, the benefit of running it the second time is a negative benefit, because you got the potential of losing one piece of gold. And that this shit that got through this time, it's just brown shit, easy to pan. So that was a waste of time. So if anyone got anything out of that, I'm happy for you. I know most people who do prospecting are dumb, so you probably got nothing. But there it is. But there are some clever people, scientists and that. I doubt if they'll be watching my channel. But then again, maybe you got something. If you got something, congratulations. No charge. You can remember me in your will if you like. Who hates me even more now because of all this bullshit? You can come and get me. Come and get me. I deserve it for doing that. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to pan that off. That's what I caught. I'm going to now run the tailings. That's 10% of my cons that did get caught. The 90% that didn't get caught, I'm going to run now. And if there's something useful, well, how can there be something? Nothing's useful. This is the worst tape I made again. I keep making the worst tape I ever made. Anyway, I'm going to run that tailings and just see what happens. Yeah, over. Okay. I'll try and clarify things if anybody's still watching. Glutton for punishment. What I've done, I brought my tailings home. I ran my tailings through my sluice, I caught 10%, not my tailings, my cons. I ran 10%. I ran my cons through the sluice. I caught 10% of material. 90% of the material went down the toilet. That 90% of material that went through the toilet, I collected it, put it all together and ran it through again. I am now cleaning the mat. I forgot to tell you something. I can't show you now because I'm cleaning the mat and I cleaned it. But what happened was, I did see a piece of gold somewhere here, very low down here, maybe almost down the toilet. But I think that was like a round ball. So my sluice is not for catching round balls. What I wanted to say now, I tried to explain that my mat, when I run, doesn't matter how much cons I put through, it's gonna catch a half an eating spoon. That's how much room there is at my angle and my water speed. That's how much room, that's how much cons I'll catch. So this is running the tailings again. This is the tailings of my cons. I show you again. Oh, there's gold everywhere. I've again caught, I didn't bring my eating spoon, but again I've caught, who can remember the previous mat? If anything, I caught more, but pretty much similar to what I caught the first run. Anyway, I'm going to pan this off. I don't know if I'm going to waste your time. I turn this off because wait a minute, let me see how easy it is to pan first. Maybe it's easy. Okay, so this is a large amount. This would be 10% of the tailings that got through. And this is how much gold got away. And it's a significant amount. So what do I suggest you do? Run your cons, what you caught, put it in a pan or put it aside. Gather all your cons up, all the tailings that got through when you ran them cons, run them again. So the first run through will probably catch you, I don't know if we're in the wind or not. The first run through will probably catch you probably 90% of the gold, maybe. But when you run your tailings, you will get, I'll turn around from the wind. When you run your tailings the second time, you will catch a large amount of gold that got away, maybe all of it. So if you run your tailings through your cleanup sluice twice, if you run your cons through your cleanup sluice once, you'll get a large amount of gold. That what got through, run it through again, and you'll catch pretty much all, I'm thinking all, of what got through the first time. Oh, mate, I'm rushing and they're floating, and look, I need to tip this shit out before it... Oh, I nearly got wet then, nearly wet myself. Be careful, don't wet yourself. There's the wind. Oh, they're floating away. Look, okay, that's pretty clean anyway. No gold got away. This is, who wants to see what got away from the first? This is the tailings of my cons. I got 1, 2 big kevs, 1, 2, 3, 4 tiny shit. There's the tinies, there's the big Kev. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who can see that? Here we go again. 2 big Kevs. 1, 2, 3, 4 boguses. So that 6 pieces got away. There's no fly shit here. I caught all the fly shit. Because my riffles are so small, they're very good at catching fly shit. So that's that. And that didn't take me long to pan anyway, because I'm a good panner. But if you had a large amount, like a half a bucket, rather than 4 large eating spoons, it's much quicker than to run it through a clean-up sluice. And if you don't got a clean-up sluice, make one. And make it wide. Don't make it 3 inches wide. That's for babies. Make it same as your sluice, 10 inches wide, whatever it is. But short. On the creek they say long because for whatever reason. I run short. Maybe I'm losing some, but I run short. I'm happy with what I catch. So I got no real suggestions. I just show you what I do, what I did today. And some of it is bullshit and didn't work, and some of it did work. I reckon it worked pretty well. I'll be very surprised if any more gold is in that thing. I thought I had a big piece. Well, where is it then? Or maybe it rolled in with the black sand. I don't know. But anyway, who enjoyed this tape? Give it a thumbs up. Who said what a you killed my worst day of my life? If you're thinking that, give it a thumbs down. And I'll punish you some more in the next couple of days. I'll go out again and I'll make some more punishing videos for people who like being smacked with a whip on the buttocks. Over. So if anybody's still watching, here's the cleanup. There's the golden smile, and I'm thinking about 0.3. Biggest piece. Well, I suppose it must be this. This is a roly-poly chunky piece. I heard that. I lifted it pretty high. Anyway, let's finish up this nonsense tape. Can't believe how many nonsense tapes I'm making. Some people like it, I don't know. I would like it. I mean, I watch Biggest Kev's nonsense, and the only prospector I know who doesn't find gold yet gets infinite views. Crazy. Right. So let's see what we got here. My marbles in the jar, and if you pick the correct amount of marbles, you either win the jar or $1 million. I guess 0.29. Okay, let's lift this up. Where's 0? Let's have a look. Here we go. Oh, piss off. Oh, piss off. What's this shit? 0.18. Damn. That's the infinite small shit. So all those people who say they add up, they don't add up. What's this nonsense? They rip you off. 0.18, not even 0.02. Not even 0.2. Oh, what a worst take, worst cleanup, worst nonsense, worst creek. Never going there again. And I make it up to you people who like to see gold. I go out next couple of days and I try and make you 1 gram. There's a few more. There's more outside the bloody thing than in here over the time. Anyway, that's that, people. Gold Sluice Fiddler. Until next time, over and out.